CBC Naruto.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live opening round coverage of the California Classic. Now we go down to the action at the first. Getting ready to start the round, Frank, what is the importance of getting off to a good start?
It's imperative, Rich, really. Try and find your rhythm, conditions of the golf course. Really get into the round as quick as you can.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Frank, what's the player facing now with his approach shot here at the first?
Well, Rich, that tee shot looked like a draw off the tee. The second shot, because of that bunker just short right of that green, suits a cut coming in here.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Even par early on. Frank, the second hole is only 371 yards. What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. All right, Frank, what's the player looking at here on the second hole with the approach shot?
Well, Rich, notice the bunker that cuts into the green on the left side. It turns it into a crescent-shaped green. So really there's 3 distinct sections, the one in the back, the one in the middle, and the front. Just be very wary of where the flag is here.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good, line looked good, just did not take that final break.
He has this attempt for par. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Frank, players had hybrids, some had irons out off the tee on that short par 4 second. Time to get the big stick out here on the third?
It certainly is. The third hole you play here, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, this is right at it.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. Even par currently.
Well, after that birdie, has to be feeling as though they're not out of it just yet.
They're not far away from the first page of the leaderboard. A couple more birdies.
Back over now to the fourth. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, Frank, what's the key to generating some momentum?
Just hitting good shots. I know it sort of sounds like the old cliche, but plenty of opportunities. A few 10, 15-foot putts start going down. This round will change dramatically.
That will be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Frank, what'd you say at the top die on the left, die on the right. Is this what you were talking about?
Exactly, yeah. The fifth hole here, it's called double trouble. So yeah, there's chances for grief on both sides of this fairway. But if you're long enough, if you can just sneak it past 335, that's where the water runs out. This is reachable.
So if you do sneak it out there, and that would be the longer hitters, you might have what into this green?
Well, you can get home hybrid, maybe even something shorter. But remember, it's called double trouble. Avoid that. Maybe double eagle. Oh, he's winding this one up. Doesn't have the power, though.
Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing.
Nej, man golfball. Something
Seen
to
some long tee shots. The
Yes, that's a
advantage
four.
to tee that ball up, get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
That's a bit offline in the rough. Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Frank, you've navigated so many leaderboards in your career. This is the way to do it, isn't it?
Oh, there's plenty of holes ahead too, Rich. Third place, a really good position to be playing from here on in.
What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
It's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. And getting ready for the putt. No damage done, made the par. Frank, the seventh is a short par 4, 346 yards, so I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should. Hazard.
Maybe wet. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Shouldn't be a problem here. Starting to make a nice move. Birdie and 4 under par for the tournament. Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicklaus over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. And another green in regulation. This is an 11-foot putt.
Oh, that was nasty.
That's an outrage right there. I mean, if there's a high commission of golfdom, we need to consult them right now, because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning on the people below. Sneaks that in. We're now tied.
Frank, the par 4 ninth at 452 yards is all you want.
You could make 5 here every day just by poking it down the left side, but who wants to do that? Force your hand, try and go down the right side. You might make the odd 3, make a few more 4s, but miss it on the right, and that's where you start to make a big number.
And that sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 9th. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely, no mistake made there with the par.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank, is this a definite green light, the approach at the par 4 10th?
Well, there's enough opportunities at PGA West for the long hitters. This is an opportunity for the really good iron players. This is where they have a chance to shine, because a good iron player will give himself a birdie putt here. A poor iron player here, all of a sudden they'll find trouble.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times, and you can get fairly close to this green. A little pitch up there, but even if you go for this green or try and get close, that's when you start to notice the water that comes in on the left side. So you can't just bash away. Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided. That club must have melted after that one.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
That's a nice lag putt. Frank, what would you focus on a long putt?
That 3-foot circle, obviously you allow yourself a little bit more the further and further away you get, but just expectations, lower them a little bit. There's certain distances, just take 2.
So with that make, now at 7 under par. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards. Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank here at the par 4 12th, getting ready for this approach shot. Good chance for a 3.
There is. Notice the contours on the green, they sort of slope towards the back and down that left side. So you can actually use that in your favor with this approach.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Birdie try up next. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
Well, Frank, we came off a hole, the short par 4 12th, where players no doubt were thinking about making birdie. Here, it's a different story. Why?
It is. Well, 13's always going to be unlucky for some. There's so much water down there on that left side, and the way it sort of laps up to the wooden bulkhead, it looks anything other than a straight shot. And this is where you have to mentally move the flag. You've got to push that flag in your mind's eye to the right side of the green and say, I do not want to go left of that.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Oh my gosh, that hurts. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
Yeah, for the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. he's safely on deck.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Locked in on the read and the speed. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he'll certainly gain on the field.
Pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
13 feet away.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you. Dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Here we go now, the final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Long just meant longer.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Now his third, staring right at the green. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Getting set now over the putt. I'll tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. Former college #1 makes another birdie. Well, Frank, the most famous island green obviously is TPC Sawgrass, Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, Pete Dye's creation. People forget this is also an island green here in the California desert.
And it's called Alcatraz, and I've never heard of anyone trying to break into Alcatraz. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. Shouldn't be a problem here. really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again, water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right, somewhere in between though, this fairway.
So still swinging well with confidence right in the fairway here at 18. Frank, this is a position where the player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to minus 11 on the day. Well, Frank, round one in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
Naruto. Over and out. And also shout out to, also today is November 28, 2019. Shout out to all the NFL games. And George, happy Thanksgiving. Shout out to all the NFL games today. Of the NFL's 100 season. 3 games today. 2019-2020 NFL season. It's the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. And that game was at 12:30. Yeah, so many games already happened. At least a couple of them a day. Already happened today. And also the Buffalo Bills at the Dallas Cowboys. And that game was at 4:30. And the last game of the day for Thanksgiving, on Thursday, is the New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons, and that game is going on right now, matter of fact. So yeah, shout out to all 3 of those games. The Detroit Lions, the Cowboy game already ended, like the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions, that already ended, and then the Buffalo Bills, the Dallas Cowboys, that already ended also. And so yes, just exciting games all around. NFL's 100 season, Thanksgiving Day, and 2019-2020 NFL season. NFL's always play games on Thanksgiving. A little tradition going on with that. And yeah, it's all amazing. So appreciate it. Like I said, NFL play games on Thanksgiving. Got tradition going on with that. And yeah. Just shout out to all that. Yeah, shout out to all that. And also shout out to Disney Plus coming out 2 weeks ago on November 12, 2019. 14 days ago. No. 2 calendar weeks ago, but 16 days ago to be exact. And that's amazing, exciting. Also, I'm pretty fresh with movies on there like Captain Marvel, Margot Brie Larson, and Avengers Endgame. We also on there too. And all the Disney Channel shows, and Disney Channel original movies, and it's all just amazing, exciting, and pretty fresh, and it's perfect. So, yeah, shout out to that. Yes, shout out to that also, Disney Plus. Shout out to that also. And with all that being said, CBT Naruto, over and out.